Last season, they met just over an hour down the road with the Big Ten championship at stake. And today, there are enormous implications for the rematch. Ohio State comes into Bloomington to take on the reigning national champion, the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you for more on this Big Ten clash. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
We might not have said this a few years ago, but when Ohio State matches up against Indiana, it is a big deal. Keep in mind, the Hoosiers beat Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game last year on their way to the national title. But Ohio State knows they could be the team to beat in the Big Ten this year. It is all on the line for some early dominance when Ohio State takes on Indiana. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Hoosiers headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Trying to get outside, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Throwing, say it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down, say it. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the 1st down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
But how loud is...
What the
glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down the sideline. Holly?
Checking in before the game with the Hoosiers head coach, this is a moment of do or die for this team. The national champions have really struggled here lately. They cannot afford another loss. They can still be in the college football race with the 3 losses, but today is crucial. Coach is talking to his team like this is a playoff game for us. We have to win or we will be done. He wants that sense of urgency right from the kick. I'll keep you posted on how it feels down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Hoosiers will kick off first, and here we go. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
They'll go right back to him. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. It's complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Running the red zone. It's Jackson. He's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Buckeye!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, 1 possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing, quieting this crowd down.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quarterback may change this route. Wilson to pass. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Gives it on the option. There's some room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like, the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense. Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. This quarterback part of their running game. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Hey, you got to love that 3rd down, man. 3rd and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on 3rd.
Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed just stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
Coming out with it, it's Rodgers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Pocket breaking down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
The run inside. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Here's Sayin to throw. Fires left. Wide open downfield. Racing down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Might be changing the route. Wilson will throw. Wasting no time taking a shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
How about that, man? We're trying to give you the storylines of the football game, who to watch. Apparently, it's this guy at wide receiver. First play, big pass down the field, big touchdown. Jesse, that's how you kick off a ball game.
Yeah, not even allowing us to finish our opening game thoughts, but I love the aggressive nature and play calling on offense. You're going to your big-time target at wide receiver. On the opening play, you're going to give him a shot and an opportunity to make this defense pay. It's 6-0. We barely even sat down.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. If they hadn't gotten him there, he might still be running. He's down at the 47. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Sayed. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Sayed. Got him, and nobody's close. It's a seam wide. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense, is that what we're doing here? He'll make the catch inside his own territory. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the
And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeye!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Across the 40 outbound at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Might be calling a hot route. Wilson to pass. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. And that one's too high and too wide. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Quick release by the QB. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. There's a crease. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Zayn works the middle of the field. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Breaks into the open. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wilson will throw. Here's a heat. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to adjust the pattern. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got it. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And obviously, huge shoes to fill if you're Indiana's offense this season, having to replace a Heisman Trophy winner in Fernando Mendoza, David. And it's not going to be easy. And obviously, you go to the portal and you try to bring the next guy in. But honestly, when you look at Indiana's quarterback play, it goes even beyond Fernando Mendoza to Curtis Rourke the year before that. They have been so consistent at this position as of late.
Yeah, and I think with Indiana proving who they are now as a program, like if you come here as a quarterback, you're going to have success. You're going to take a leap, a Fernando Mendoza type leap, right? Like where he was a good player, he became a great player. So people are going to continue to line up to play in a smart, efficient offense where you're going to have a lot of success.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Running inside, it's Richard. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Throws to the wideout. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play call.
Got a little grass. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Rides to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right
there. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Wilson to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Sprinting away. Touchdown, Indiana. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Throwing, say it. Looking to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it. They were able to make sure that one fell incomplete.
Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Offense all set and ready to crank things up. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
What a great job defending the comeback there by the defender, right? He was able to squat, transition, break on the ball, and knock it down. Could not have played that better.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wilson will throw. Rushes on him. This defense had its work cut out for them. When a guy can get out of the pocket like that, it'll be 4th and inches. Tries to get it on the ground. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Got him downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on 1st down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Sayin. Under fire. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag run.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws it deep. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it along the sideline. To the house. Touchdown, Indiana. The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Glover. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throwing St. Clair. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Unloads to the right. And there are flags flying as the pass ball's incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. A first down for the offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Martin will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Here's Sayin to throw. Right down the middle. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. It's caught. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Sayin back to the air. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Sayin. Here comes the heat. He gets away. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback making checks. Wilson to pass. Here's the pressure. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 11 team, the Arizona State Sun Devils. And it's the Red Raiders with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. And talk about a great start to the season. This team is now 6-0 with big aspirations.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. noise. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. Blasted as he lets it go. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
He's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. And just when they thought they had a chance to pull even, the flag wipes it out, and they'll have to go back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wilson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Say it. He's got him this time. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Looking deep. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Throwing, say it. This time it's complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Again, it's Saying. Complete. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Back to pass, it's Saying. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
All even here in the third quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. Here's Julian Saying to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. And you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Saying. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Deadlocked here in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Wilson to pass. Flips it out on the screen. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the 1st down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that 1st down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Working on the right. Off and running. The tag. Touchdown, Hoosiers. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits it in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Escapes the pressure to his right. Going to try to get it himself. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Sayin to throw. Bringing the heat. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller, and certainly through the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Quickly complete. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Say it. Under fire. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Rodgers. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
This crowd knows when to bring it. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Sayin from the gun on third down. He's got him. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Sayin. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Unloads quickly. Looking for room at the 25. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wilson will throw. He's got him in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. They'll field this one in tight quarters. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Sayin. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Right on target this time. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Sayin back to the air. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And I don't know what happened at halftime, but man, did this defense play night and day different. They got it together, and really, they gave so much momentum to their offense by continuing to get stops, playing totally different with energy, with passion. Palmer, it's a clinic from 1st half to 2nd half to what this defense just did.
Yeah, kudos to the coaching staff, too, for the adjustments they were able to make at halftime and showing a couple of different looks here in the 2nd half, but at the end of the day, it's about the Jimmies and the Joes on the field. Those guys were winning their one-on-one matchups defensively, shutting this offense out. And you're right, David, night and day, and that's why they're winning this game.
Delayed handoff. It's Richard. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The Hoosiers inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. Wilson to pass. What a job to lay out and make the catch. 1st and goal as they can just take their time and try to put this one out of reach. They'll run it. It's Richard. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And the Hoosiers want to move quickly. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor. And make him forget that.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Throwing, Sayin, looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.